Hello, Pradeep sir. Hello. Hi everyone. So I'm sorry. Okay, I have uploaded the earlier PPT. Just give me a second. I'll upload the new PPT. Hello everyone. Can you hear me? So we are about to start the session. Of course, there are big technical issues. Yes, because right now I'm not in Delhi and I'm right now in Srinagar. Of course, there are connectivity issues. So this takes time here. It's very, very cold here, and of course, connectivity issues are there very much. So I hope all of you are settled now. We can start. Of course, I was the last one to get settled. Well, I hope all of you are. Well, I guess all of you are now about to get settled. So let's start working on. I hope this presentation is visible to all of you. Some of you are complaining that the presentation is not visible. Is the presentation visible to all of you? Okay, a lot of you are telling yes. Oh, I hope most of you are able to see, or all of you are able to see. Yes, fine. Okay, so we can start. Now, still some of them are complaining that the PPT is not visible to them. Okay, fine. So, let us start now, because it's already 8:12, and well, the connectivity from Srinagar, of course, we hope everything goes on well with this. There is, the temperature is very, very down outside. It's actually very cold. So, let's start. So, aim of the session, our regular aim. Now, well, for the new participants, of course, we have to repeat our points and we have to repeat our rules again. So, very, very generally, I know some of you might be feeling a bit nauseous about these aims of the session, but please be patient. And yes, now chat should be stopped and we can start the session so that we can get the maximum out of it. Okay, fine. The session is designed to optimize students' performance in IIFT entrance exam through GK section. Well, of course, that is our aim. We'll help you optimize your scores in the IIFT GK. I hope you must be aware of all the nuts and bolts of this exam. Well, to make understand the value of GK section and help them to increase score by analysis of the previous year questions, understanding the areas of importance, practicing new questions based on previous year questions. So I hope all of you must be aware of these lines. I know most of you are aware of these lines, but be patient. We have a number of new participants also. So, of course, we have to be equitable with all of you. And so another 10 minutes we will have to check the aim of the session again. हो सकता है आपका अगर aim हल्का सा रह गया हो कभी, so of course we'll boost it again and we'll help you optimize further. So those who have already heard this, well, you will be optimized further. So just do not worry. Okay, be patient for less than 600 seconds and we'll have a fresh set of 75 questions to challenge you and let's see how many of us can answer that. ठीक है, तब तक कोई इंडिया इंग्लैंड के बारे में क्रिकेट फोकस थोड़ी लोग पढ़ सकते हैं. Okay, so practicing new questions based on previous year questions to add value to the students' general knowledge. So overall, we have new questions for you. We have actually analyzed so we have actually analyzed 2009, 2010 and 2011. We have already revised 60 questions of these years. Then we had 60 fresh questions from in the last session. Now we are having another set of 75 questions in this session, so that of course we can run into our preparation and we can consolidate our preparation from the current events. Well, we have a mix of current events and of course the static. So flow of this session. Now GK and MBA. 1 mark in quantitative ability is equal to 1 mark in English is equal to 1 mark in GK. I hope many of you remember these wise lines. So most of the candidates prepare intensively for QA and English but give less time to GK. I repeat it again. The whole point is most of us give a lot of time to quantitative ability and English section. So what our idea is that a equitable distribution or equitable time given to GK can actually be helpful in scoring good marks in GK, which takes much less time compared to quantitative aptitude and English. So the overall idea is in GK you can actually score 2 to 3% extra on the basis of your knowledge fact, and that too very soon in the examination, because the same fact I have repeated many a times, that in quantitative aptitude and in reasoning you take a lot of your brain energy and you use your brain a lot and you spend a lot of time, you work intensively, but in the end your scores are 2 to 3% just above the normal. But on the other hand, in GK, a less of your work can actually give you more of the fruit. So overall, average time taken to solve each GK question is the least. It takes approximately 30 seconds for each GK question. So as usual, it takes very less compared to reasoning and mathematics question. So less effort is needed to score better in GK. As cutoffs are generally low in GK, it helps in improving overall marks. Now that is our main aim. Overall cutoffs are very low in general knowledge section, and so we overall can score a bit good marks, a bit better marks. So overall we can get considerable lead with other students in QA or verbal ability section compared. GK and IIFT, I again say, not everything should be read. To all of you again, not everything should be read. Selection is important, but rejection is equally important. And what to focus on, as I said earlier also, GK is very wide. 50 to 60% is common for the exams, all the MBA exams. But then you have to be selective with respect to the different exams. So I hope you are very much aware of this part, that GK section of course can give you a lot, but what to study. Of course our Indian हमारे दिमाग में जगह उतनी ही है. So you know what to do. We have to learn selectively, selection, and of course a lot of things that we read doesn't come in every examination. So you have to be equal smart in rejecting the element. Again I repeat, for all of you, those who have actually heard it many a times, and then some of you of course who are hearing it for the first time, not everything should be read. There are certain sections which are very important for particular exam. As for IIFT, the whole key is IIFT is foreign trade. So our idea must be to focus on the foreign trade and its relations and the things related to it. So I hope you must be very much aware of this. So when we move further, now again those 4 tenets for IIFT, those 4 areas, of course, I hope you must be very clear with this. Now I again repeat, please some of you just stop chatting because it gets disturbed. So overall, after the session, we can have the whole time. We'll give you the time for the questions. So just be patient for some time. Okay. So GK and IIFT, related sectors like transportation, trade, and which help in boosting foreign trade. Now again, repeat for the new students, I again say that you may not be aware of this, as we had read it earlier. Foreign trade, what can improve foreign trade? What are the things that is related to foreign trade? Then of course the sectors like transportation, trade, and all other things that generally boost foreign trade. So these things are the ones which connect to the current affairs of the general knowledge of IIFT exam. So overall idea is क्या चीज पढ़ना है, इस चीज को ध्यान में रखना है. So जो पढ़ना है वो चीज होनी चाहिए जो फॉरेन ट्रेड से ज्यादा रिलेट कर रहे हो. Of course there are some part of static general knowledge, but apart from that there are a lot of things which are related to foreign trade. Of course, then government schemes to improve foreign trade agreements with countries. Now, government schemes to improve foreign trade and agreements with countries. So very, very important. So MNCs and firms related to Indian and major international markets. Now, very, very important. MNCs and firms related to major Indian and international market. I again repeat, these areas are very important considering the current affairs. So you must be going around the questions which relate to these areas. 100% for IIFT. These areas should be very much sought after, that which relate to IIFT. Then major organizations related to foreign trade and international business or finance. Not everything. There are more than 500 organizations around the world which are active. But what you have to read is the current foreign trade and international business. The organizations which are related to foreign trade and international business. So I hope you must be very clear of these tenets. Now again, as I said earlier, I repeat it again. You can have a look on these four. You can have a look on these four again, related to transportation sector, related to trade sector, anything that helps in boosting foreign trade, government schemes, foreign trade agreements with countries, MNCs, and major organizations that relate to foreign trade and international business. So these must be the four important areas which you should of course check. Then GK IIFT, I again repeat those four. Apart from the things that we have seen in the earlier session, slide, current affairs general awareness, we have seen in the earlier slide. Then mergers and acquisitions, major brands, authors and books. These are the recent things. These are the recent things that you must be aware of. These are the areas to get focused on. Well, of course, now only 5 to 6 days are left, so I hope you may not be getting all the time to through all these areas. But my idea is that even if you get questions, you must be selective about these areas. So, in all, those who have not attended the session earlier, GK and IIFT, you can have a look. This is the percentage of marks that they had out of 100, 8, 12, 10.5. So around 10% of the paper will be having a weightage from GK section. So of course, it's enough to get you off the track or on the track. Well, so let's test and learn. Now we have 75 questions for you now. Let's test you on these basis. I know some of you might be getting a bit impatient, but of course, थोड़ा सा वही as I said earlier, अब स्वर्ग पाना है तो मरना तो पड़ेगा ही. तो थोड़ी देर 10 मिनट की बात है, स्वर्गवासी बनने के लिए मरना ही पड़ता है. और क्या? So 75 questions for you, and let's test. थोड़े से tough भी होंगे, थोड़े से easy भी होंगे, but remember our earlier ideas that some questions are factual. In the factual questions, 10 seconds. See the question for 10 seconds. If you know the answer, mark it. If you don't know the answer, leave it. Just move on to the next session. For the questions which generally seems to be very difficult, generally answers are there in the options. In the options, you can sort out the options by using your sense. So, apart from fact, some of the sense can be used in many of the questions too. So, overall idea is you must be smart enough to use your sense, and you must be wise enough to use your sense in the questions. So there will be some filters, pure fact, You know or you don't know. Just check, tick mark, move ahead. And well, there are certain other questions also that where of course you cannot be just factually true, and because these sections, actually a lot of sections are there, a lot of questions are there where actually we can use our sense. So overall, look at the options, see if any of the information that you have can help you in solving the answers. And well, above all, I again repeat that if you don't know anything, of course कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता. So some of you who may be thinking कि कुछ भी नहीं आता है तो भी solution ऐसे निकल आएगा, तो of course that is not possible. You need to know something. So some of the fact is needed certainly, and beyond that, yes, of course, you can use your sense and then to solve many of the questions. So again, 75 questions that recently we have seen, and I tell you there is some part of static GK that comes in it, especially from the polity and Indian national movement, as we have seen around 15 to 17 questions in the last GK session, and now I have included it again in this session, and now in this session, of course, there are questions repeated from the same area. Now, like the point is, in the last session, we had 60 questions which were distributed in many of the areas. Now in this session, we'll have first 10 to 20 questions from a single area, then another 10, then another 5, then another 4. So we have done it in a cluster so that it may be more helpful for you to remembering the things because the exam is closed. Well, we have a number of sections. The number of sections are same as we had in the earlier section, but now it has been clustered. Now 4 questions may be continuously of Indian national movement, or maybe current affairs, or maybe mergers and acquisitions. So overall, it will be helping you in remembering the things because your exam is now closed. And I again tell you, participate, most of you, participate. Participation will be the key. एक बार लिख लोगे, I again repeat, lightest of the ink is fairer than the brightest of the memory. तो जितना भी है, लिखो जरूर एक बार लिखोगे, याद ज्यादा रहने की चांसेस होती है. और बहुत लोग जब दिमाग पे बहुत ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे होते हो कि हमें सब कुछ याद हो जाएगा, तो ऑफकोर्स नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. बहुत चीजें हम एग्जाम से पहले ही भूल जाते हैं और एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन देखते ही आधी चीजें वैसे ही हवा हो जाती है. वेल, सो a lot of you are seems to getting impatient because of you have heard this 3 to 4 times earlier, but still that is how the session goes on, because बहुत सारे दोस्त हमारे ऐसे भी होते हैं जो पहली बार सेशन आते हैं. तो of course we have to give time to everyone. Well, so we start with the first question. We start with the Indian national movement, of course. So let's see, match the following movements and their founders. So these are some of the famous socio-religious movements that had occurred in before 1947 or before the independence of India. So just check it out. I welcome or invite all of you to participate. देखते हैं आप किसमें कितना दम, और ब्रैकेट में जरा गेस लिख दिया करो जितने भी गेस वाले हो. Well, good option. Of course, we are seeing a number of you giving the answers. So some of the points from the above is some of the things are a bit common. Arya Samaj. Who had established Arya Samaj? Who had established Arya Samaj? Okay, some of you are giving some answers, some of them the other. लगता है कई लोगों ने अच्छे से तैयारी नहीं की है. Arya Samaj was established by yes, Arya Samaj was established by Dayanand Saraswati, Brahmo Samaj by Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Ramakrishna Mission by Swami Vivekanand, very famous by after his guru, and Purva Sarvajanik Sabha by Govind Ranade. So in the end we have this answer, A2, B3, C4, which is that? Yes, it's option 3. Of course, no, option, of course, B is 3 and C is 4. Yes, there have been an error in this. Okay, so correct option is none of the option, but of course the correct answer is A2, B3, C4 and D1. So I hope you must be going to it. A2, B3, C4, D1. I hope in the hurry the option might have got jumbled. So Arya Samaj, Dayanand Saraswati, these are most important social-religious movements. So my idea is just to remember some of these. These are the most important ones. So in the end, just remember some of these. Of course. Let's move on to question number 2. Which of the following books has not been authored by Mahatma Gandhi? Which of the following books has not been authored by Mahatma Gandhi? Hind Swaraj, Story of My Experiments with Truth, Satyagrah, Unto His Last. गेस वालों ब्रैकेट में गेस लिख दिया करो, अच्छा लगता है कि सच बोल रहे होते हैं. Yes, some of the books. Mahatma Gandhi, father of the nation, he had written many books. Of course, he had written many journals. He had edited many newspapers and magazines. Yes, a lot of you, I give you 15 more seconds to answer. A lot of you are answering very good. Participate, most of you. And I still say, try to write the answer. Try to write the answer. Don't just give the option. याद रहेगा ऐसे. Try to write the answer. Yes. Good. A lot of you, underlining and writing, it gives you 60% more ability to remember. Try to Google it. Yes, Google about this. There are many theories regarding this. People read it by underlining it and writing it. When there are 60 to 65% more chances that you will remember it. And if you write it 2 to 3 times, there are almost double the chances that you remember it after a long time. So, 15 seconds are over. The correct answer is Unto His Last. Unto His Last was written by, who wrote Unto His Last? Who wrote Unto His Last? Yes, some Desai guy. No, some Desai guy. And many of you are giving Salman Rushdie, of course, not Salman Rushdie. Well, Unto His Last, written by Ruskin Bond. So, overall, the correct option is answer 4. Now, which of the following is not correctly matched? Which of the following is not correctly matched? Which of the following is not correctly matched? Well, a bit tough, these are the answers. Yes. Well, there was this another slide that had come on. I hope you are able to see. I hope you are able to see this. Yes, there was a bit, there was a slide, changed the PPT, and that was incorrectly visible because of some connectivity issues, I guess, because there had been 2 PPTs uploaded. So I hope you are able to see this. Yes, I repeat the question again. Yes, there was a bit of disturbance from my side. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Now, these are some of the most very common articles. In which section these articles lie? Or which articles? In which section these articles lie? Are these fundamental rights, directive principles, or fundamental duties? Are these fundamental rights, directive principles, or fundamental duties? Well, they are the fundamental rights. They are the fundamental rights. They are from the part 3 of the Constitution. Part 3 of the Constitution is fundamental right. If some of you remember, in the last session we had this question. These are from the fundamental rights. So which of these is not marked? 23 is correct, 24 is correct, and 26 is correct. Article 29 is incorrectly mapped. It is about the minorities to establish their educational institutions. So overall, the correct option is option 4. Question number 4. The Constituent Assembly of India was constituted under which of the following acts? Another question from our 1947 time. One of the most important. Yes, I give you 30 seconds. Most of you try to write and then don't try to give only the options. Try to write it. When you write it, you remember it better. बहुत सारे लोग ब्रैकेट में लिख रहे हैं. Yes, it's good. Well, 10 more seconds. Yes. So the correct answer is, when it was Government of India Act? No, of course not. This was in 1935. In 1935, and remember, Government of India Act became the basis of our Constitution. Government of India Act became the basis of our Constitution. Today, most of our elements have been taken from Government of India Act. Then Cripps Plan, certainly after Quit India movement, when England was on the verge of losing war with Germany, in 1942, they had sent Stafford Cripps to come to India, and remember in the last session we had read that the Mahatma Gandhi had said about this plan that it was a check by a failing bank. So it was a post-dated check by a failing bank. So that was the idea given by Mahatma Gandhi. Well, the India Independence Act, certainly 1947, it gave us the independence. This was in 1942. Now, Cabinet Mission Plan is the correct answer. It finally gave way to our constitutional body. The Constituent Assembly was constituted under 1946 Cabinet Mission Plan. Remember that. And Government of India Act finally became the basis of the Constitution that we finally framed. So that is very important. There are two Government of India Acts. One was in 1919, 1919, and then it was in 1935. 1935 became the most important document before our independence, and then that became the basis of our Constitution. So that is the basis of Constitution. But the Constitution बनाने की permission और बनाने की process शुरू करने के लिए Cabinet Mission Plan brought its recommendations, and that helped in finding the Constituent Assembly in 1946. Who was the chairman of drafting committee of Constituent Assembly? I hope most of you must be knowing this. A lot of you are giving no. Rajendra Prasad was the president earlier, but he then it was B.R. Ambedkar, of course. Most of you are correct. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. Yes, they met first time on 9 December 1946, and on which day they finally got it ratified? They finally got it adopted. If you remember, it's written in our Constituent Assembly. Yes, very correct. Some of you are giving the correct answer. It was 26 November 1949. 26 November 1949, and then on 26 January 1950, it was India became a republic. So what is a republic? India became republic on 26th January 1950. Sovereign state. So many of you are telling sovereign state. Iran is also a sovereign state. Pakistan is also a sovereign state. Every country is a sovereign state. Not just that, but yes, some of you have been given correct answer. Head of the state is elected. Yes, very correct. So unlike UK, unlike United Kingdom, in United Kingdom we have head of the state In United Kingdom, we had head of the state as queen. Head of the state is king or a monarch. So Indians, the point is, it's not a republic, it's a constitutional monarchy. So, but it's not in India. We have head of the state as an elected president, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad became our first president of free India on 26 January 1950. India became a republic. But Constituent Assembly was adopted on 26 November 1949, and 2 months after it was finally executed and India became a republic. So remember some of these ideas. Question number 5. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Well, there can be multiple options too. In the exam, it will not be, but there can be multiple options too. Yes, which of the following is not correctly matched? What is part 1? What is part 1 of the Constitution? What is part 1 of the Constitution? Yes, it's about the boundaries of our state. It's about the boundaries of our nation, Indian state and its constituents. So part 1 is Indian state and its constituents. Then part 2 is citizenship, part 3 is fundamental rights, part 4 is directive principle of state policy, and part 4A is fundamental duty. So part 5, certainly out of this, option 4 is wrong. So our correct answer is D, option 4. Then part 5 is regarding the President of India, and it moves on to the Parliament then. It starts with President of India by Article 52. So part 5 is fundamental duties. Part 4A is fundamental duties. It is of course the answer is part 4, option D is wrong. So who presides the joint sitting of both the houses in a parliament? Polity question 2. This is second question continuously from the polity area. Who presides the joint sitting of both the houses in a parliament? President, Prime Minister, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Speaker of Rajya Sabha. Yes, try to write the answer. Good, a lot of you are answering it. Very good. लग रहा है थोड़े लोग अच्छा कर ले रहे हो आज. देखते हैं किस किस के तुक्के सही होते हैं. ब्रैकेट पे जरा गैस लिख दिया करो. गैस वाले बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं. Yes, I give all of you time to participate. Take another 15 seconds. Yes, good. A number of answers are coming. I invite all of you to participate. Well, this is not such a, of course, not very tough question. Yes, the answer is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Speaker of Lok Sabha. There is a point when many of you are telling President, but there is a point when President can call both the joint session, but he doesn't preside. He calls the joint session of the Parliament, but he cannot preside. The presiding officer is Speaker of Lok Sabha. Okay, fine. We move on to question number 7. Something from our static GK. Now, factual question. You know it or you don't know it. Pure fact. Pure fact. बहुत सारे गैस वाले लोग हैं. गैस वालों का दिन आज अच्छा नहीं जा रहा लग रहा है. अच्छा नहीं जा रहा है गैस वालों का दिन. Many of you are trying to give the answer correctly, but unfortunately थोड़ा थोड़ा आगे पीछे रह जा रहा है. कई लोग गूगल भी कर चुके हैं. ऑफ कोर्स डोंट डू दैट. एग्जाम में गूगल हाथ में नहीं होगा. जिसका कोई नहीं होता उसका गूगल होता है. ओके, एग्जाम में किसी का कोई नहीं होता है. Well, good. A lot of you are giving answers. The best part is a lot of you are participating. I invite all of you to participate, and it's a good scene to see most of you participating. Well, the correct answer is 1875. ज्यादा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत बिल्कुल भी नहीं है ऐसे क्वेश्चन में. सीधे आता है टिक करो, नहीं आता है आगे बढ़ो. Don't try to be very smart in such questions. Well, question number 8. According to the 2011 census, which of the following states have the lowest literacy rate? Which of the following states has lowest literacy rate? सब लोग बिहार यूपी दे रहे हो. क्यों भाई, बिहार और यूपी में ही खाली लोग पढ़े लिखे नहीं होते क्या? बहुत और जगह है जहाँ पढ़े लिखे नहीं होते. तमिलनाडु कोई नहीं दे रहा आंसर. Oh, Tamil Nadu has started to come. Why cannot Tamil Nadu be? Well, Tamil Nadu, I say it's popularly called that Tamil Nadu is the land of forwards, backwards and harvards. Tamil Nadu is the land of forwards, backwards and harvards. Yes, some of you are giving the right point. Southern states have good literacy rates. Yes. Very good. So that's a point in it. So northern states don't have a literacy rate. Delhi has one of the highest literacy rates. The correct answer here is Bihar. Bihar has increased more than 16%. It has increased by more than 16% in this census. But still it's the poorest in case of literacy. It has the lowest literacy rate. So of course Bihar is trying to catch up with the other states very fast. So now Bihar is trying very fast. Now, Bihar is still at 63%. It is still down. So, Bihar is the answer of this question. The correct option is answer B. कई लोग का देना सही नहीं जा रहा है. Now, the intersection of the prime meridian and equator lies in which of the ocean? In which of the ocean? And when some of you give a Wikipedia links, I still say do not believe on Wikipedia links. Many of the things are not updated at times. So you may be in a bit of limbo. I tell you 75 to 80% data is of course correct, but sometimes it's not correct. So just do not go purely on Wikipedia. Okay, let's come to question number 9. The intersection of the prime meridian and equator lies in which ocean it is? प्राइम मेरिडियन एंड इक्वेटर ऐसे जाता है कुछ. दिस इज अफ्रीका. सो आई हैव गिवन यू द मैप. आई होप सम ऑफ यू माइट बी क्लियर बाय इट. What is this area? This area comes in Atlantic Ocean. Indian Ocean is this one. Indian Ocean is here below India. This is Africa. Beyond Africa, between Africa and the Americas, it comes is Atlantic Ocean. So the correct answer is option A, Atlantic Ocean. Well, so correct answer is Atlantic Ocean. Now, another question related to this. In which ocean international dateline and equator matches? Where international dateline and equator lies? It must be in Atlantic or Pacific or Indian Ocean, or it's on a land. Yes, most of you are giving the correct answer. Absolutely correct. It's in Pacific Ocean. So some of you are giving it on a land in UK. No, the land in UK is Greenwich, 0 degree is called prime meridian if it passes through Greenwich. Now international date line is 180 degree longitude, which of course is not a straight line. It has many turns, it has many sharp turns, so it's not a straight line, it's actually this way. So this lies in the Pacific Ocean, 180 degree, east or west as you say. So those 2 points must be clear to you. 0 degree and its opposite is 180 degree. 0 degree and 180 degree together divides the earth into 2 equal parts. So match the following countries in the capital. Some recent countries which were in the news. Yes, Syria is Damascus. Okay, so but Damascus gives you 3 options, 2, 3 and 4. Then beyond that, what is it? Yes, some of you, as I told, I'll provide, it will be provided on the website. Just do not worry, the capitals and the countries and the currencies of some of the recent countries which were in the news have been prepared. It will be provided on the website to you. Just do not worry about it. Yes. The correct answer is beyond that. If you remember something about Idi Amin, the Last King of Scotland. How many of you have seen that movie, Last King of Scotland? It was about that movie. It was based in Uganda. It was based in that city of Kampala. Yes. The Last King of Scotland. This film had won so-called Nobel Prize of the Films. That is Oscar. Yes, the film was based on the incident from Uganda. So Uganda is Kampala, Liberia is Monrovia, and Ghana is Accra. So A4, B2, C3 and D1. The correct answer is option B. That is option 4. How many of you got more than 5 correct out of first 10 questions? How many of you got? जिन गए हाथ उठाओ. Well, दोनों हाथ उठाओ. दिख नहीं रहा है सही से मुझे यहाँ पे. Well, of course, it's very, very cold here, certainly. Well, good. Of course, yes, I expect 5, more than 5, because these are from static area. Well, of course, good. A lot of you have got it. Good. So let's move on to question number 11. Match the following. These are biosphere reserves in India. What are biosphere reserves? These are from a program in which India is trying to improve its environmental areas. It is safeguarding some of the environmental sensitive areas. So these are biosphere reserves. Now where are they located? And this species, very important species is associated with them. And these species are generally endemic to these areas. So what is the correct answer? Well, correct, many of you said Sundarbans, West Bengal. Now this must be known. So C3 we have 3 options, 1, 3 and 4. Then Manas is Assam. This is again not very difficult part. So A2, C3 and A2, do we have any option? We have only one option. So that makes it easier. Answer is option A. Now I again tell you, the question seems to be difficult to many of you. Slightest of the fact can give you the answer. Sundarbans is West Bengal. It's very, very easy to know. I hope most of you must be aware of this, that Sundarbans is in West Bengal. And then Manas is one of the oldest biosphere reserve. It's very large. It extends across the Assam plains near Brahmaputra river, and it is very, very rich in species. Well, so the correct answer is option A. Now this was now the question is, does flying squirrel actually fly? No, it only swims. They don't fly. उसका नाम flying squirrel इसलिए रखा गया है because it flies. Well, so let's move on to question number 12. What is the primary aim of mega food parks which has been started by the government of India recently? Mega food parks. To improve our improve मैं आंसर देख के नहीं बता रहा हूँ. Actually the idea is to improve our exports. तो एक्सपोर्ट्स बढ़ाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? फूड प्राइस कंट्रोल करना पड़ेगा, प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, या डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम को इफेक्टिव करना पड़ेगा. हो सकता है 2 ऑप्शन सही हो इसमें. देखो देखो कई लोग फंस गए. 3, 4 दोनों आने लगा. बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा. आई गेव यू द रॉन्ग क्लू. एक ही आंसर सही है. वेल, कई लोगों को सारे ही सही लग रहे हैं. ओके. To control food prices, to increase the productivity of food crops, to improve infrastructure facilities for food processing industries, to make distribution system efficient. हाँ, जिन लोग के हाथ में मेहंदी लगी है और जो लोग वहाँ पे आज ठंड लग रही होगी बहुत ज्यादा, मुझे पता है नॉर्थ इंडिया में काफी ठंड हो गई है, बट मैं भी हाथ निकाला हुआ हूँ बाहर और आप भी हाथ निकालिए और जल्दी से जल्दी टाइप करिए. यस यस. देखो नए नए लोग तुरंत टाइप करने लगते हैं. अच्छा, इन लोग को थोड़ा हमेशा पुश करना पड़ता है. ओके फाइन. ईस्ट इंडिया कोलकाता में एसी चल रहा है. अच्छा ठीक है भाई, एसी वालों को तो और आराम से बाहर निकालो और तेजी से दबाओ. वेल ऑफ कोर्स, नाउ टू कंट्रोल फूड प्राइसेस, सर्टेनली इट्स नॉट to increase productivity. Mega food parks, now when you read about it, if you read only 3 lines about it, it just improves the infrastructure facilities which will boost the overall system. So infrastructure facilities will be improved, and from there, of course, it can be stored for a long run, and which will certainly help in overall in improving the distribution system, and it doesn't improve the productivity of the crops, but eventually it will help in getting more food for the people. That is what we can say. So because a lot of wastage will be less. Question number 13. Which of the following has been the last space shuttle of NASA? Which of the following? Recently, last year, they had now stopped flying out their last space shuttle of NASA. Yes, I give you 15 seconds to answer. I give you 15 seconds to answer. Yes, a lot of you are giving the answer. Well, it's correct. Yes, certainly, Atlantis is the correct. Now which of the other countries' facility they are going to use, and where is that located? Which other country's facility is US going to use? NASA is going to use. Some of you are telling USSR. USSR कहाँ exist करता है? USSR has been, it was over in 1991. USSR टूट चुका है. Yes. Still, I understand your point. It's Russia. Very good. USSR can be attributed to Russia. Okay, France, French Guiana, number of answers. Russia, Kazakhstan, very good. Yes, it's the right point. In Kazakhstan, it is, the name of the center is Baikonur. Baikonur in Kazakhstan. What is the capital of Kazakhstan? Some of you, what is the capital of Kazakhstan? Yes, some of you are giving the correct answer. Yes, it's Astana. Tashkent is from, no, it's not Tashkent. Tashkent is Uzbekistan. Okay, fine. I give you a trivia. एक ऐसे ही आपको थोड़ा परेशान करने के लिए क्वेश्चन देता हूँ. What is the capital of Burkina Faso? I am writing it down. What is the capital of Burkina Faso? Try to find it out. It's the most weird question I think ever made on this earth. What is the capital of Burkina Faso? Burkina Faso. Well, it's a trivia to you. Okay, try to find the answer. बहुत सारे लोग, ओहो, लगता है तुरंत ही गूगल कर दिया है. आंसर ऐसा धमाकेदार है कि आधे लोग घूम जाओगे. वेल, ऑफ कोर्स गूगल ही करके निकालोगे और क्या, कोई याद थोड़ी ना कर पाता है ये. ऑफ कोर्स, चलो, ओके. सो दैट वाज द ट्रिविया. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू the next question. A lot of you are typing. Those I tell you some of the questions I see, but suddenly they disappear because a number of people are typing. I tell some of you to reserve your questions for the last. And well, as Deep Endeavour 1992, it was the last of the Endeavour slides, not of the NASA slides. It was the last of the Endeavour slides. So just do not worry about that. Well, so questions, I tell you to keep it for the last. Now, the name of the first sixth judge appointed to UK High Court recently. Yes. Name of the first sixth judge appointed to UK High Court recently. Name of the first sixth judge appointed to UK High Court recently. Yes, I invite all of you to participate. जल्दी जल्दी आओ, जल्दी जल्दी आंसर लिखो, जल्दी जल्दी आगे बढ़ेंगे. 15 seconds to you. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is Ravinder Singh. Factual question. दिमाग मत लगाओ ज्यादा, सीधे टिक करो, आगे बढ़ो. Arvinder Singh Bakshi is not. Arvinder Singh Bakshi may be the chairman of Central Electricity Authority. So, and Fauja Singh, if you remember, he is a centenarian who has completed. He is the oldest one to complete marathon. Yes. So, let's move on to question number 15. Match the following agricultural producers and the state with the highest production. Which of these? जल्दी जल्दी लिखो, जल्दी जल्दी टाइप करो. Yes, good. A lot of you are participating. I can see that. It's good to see a lot of you participating. Coffee, Karnataka, or Kerala, rubber. What is the answer? Correct answer. Well, rubber for Kerala is, I guess, the easiest. Rubber for Kerala is, I guess, the easiest. So, rubber for Kerala gives us two options. B1, that is 1 or 2. So, the whole point left is, अब इसके बाद sort out करना है. And D4, sugarcane Uttar Pradesh is also matched with it. So, sugarcane. Now, the whole point is tobacco. कौन मसाला ज़्यादा चबाता है? In which state masala is used most? कहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा मसाला चबाते हैं सर? Well, the question is in which it produces. Of course, सबसे ज़्यादा तो of course वही चबाएंगे जहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा लोग होंगे. Well, the correct answer is tobacco is Andhra Pradesh. Tobacco is Andhra Pradesh and coffee is Karnataka. You must be remembering some of the Karnataka in the hills. It's commonly called Baba Budan Hills. These are called coffee hills. Just for your information, do not try to remember. If you want, you can remember it. Not expected in the exam, but Baba Budan Hills in, yes, Baba Budan Hills in Karnataka. It's in the area called Coorg. It's in the area called Coorg. And in which country is the largest producer of rubber in the world? Just to check your awareness, which country is the largest producer of Yes, many of you. Brazil, Canada, Dunia Bhar ka, of course. The correct answer is Thailand. Remember, it has to be near the equator, where there is high rainfall and there is high humidity also. So it has to be in India also. Kerala is the state which is near equator, high humidity, high rainfall. So it is required for its production. So Thailand is the answer. Then the correct answer for this is option A. Question number 16. Name the Constitutional Amendment Act which reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. Voting age for 21 years to 18 years. Which one is that? Try to eliminate. I have given you the options which can be eliminated. Try to eliminate. Now, let us see from the other side, not the answer. Let's see why others are not correct. 86th Amendment Act, if you remember, is famous for right to education. 86 is for right to education. 73 is for establishment of, yes, 73 Amendment Act, Panchayati Raj system, established because of this. 42nd Amendment Act is the most common act. 42nd Amendment Act is the most common act which resulted in the whole reassessing of the Constitution. So that is 42nd Amendment Act. The correct answer is 61st. Correct answer is 61st. That is option B. Okay, so all the three rest of them can be eliminated because rest of them are very common. They are most of the famous amendments. So 61st was the choice which could be fought by elimination. Match the following articles and the subjects. Very important articles of the Indian Constitution. Apart from fundamental rights, you must remember these 4 articles. Apart from fundamental rights, yes, 73 amendment was for Panchayati Raj, establishment of Panchayati Raj system. Now, let's see this. Try to match these, and these are most important. Just even if you are not able to answer, just note it down. You can remember these articles which are most important apart from fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. Well, this is easy. Finance emergency is 352. Finance Commission is 280. Then 62, 68. The Finance Commission, it divides the finances between states and the union government. Emergency, Article 352, when it is in force, your fundamental rights other than 1921 can be, your fundamental rights, most of your fundamental rights remain suspended. 263, Interstate Council. Then Article 262 is water dispute. Just try to remember these are the 4 important articles. Those who don't know, still note it down to remember this. Well, I'll give you 30 seconds to note it down. Try to note it down, those who cannot remember. On Constitution, generally there are 2 to 3 questions out of 20. So we have kept around 7 to 8 questions out of 75, so that in all around 10% it can be maintained. I guess this was the 6th or 7th question. Well, so we move on to the next question. How many nominated members are there in Parliament? How many nominated members are there in Parliament? Yes, a lot of you are participating. Very good. Likho. कई लोग कंफ्यूज लग रहे हैं, बहुत लोग आंसर दे रहे हैं लेकिन कंफ्यूज लग रहे हैं. करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन 1. 2 in Lok Sabha. In Lok Sabha, the nomination is from Anglo-Indian Society. Anglo-Indian Society, if they are not adequately represented. Anglo-Indian Society. And then Rajya Sabha, they are from the areas like arts, literature, sports. Recently Rekha and Sachin Tendulkar have been nominated recently. So arts, literature, so such things that are of social importance. So the correct answer for this is option A, option 1. 2 in Lok Sabha and 12 in Rajya Sabha. Let's see, which of the following is included in Parliament? Which of the following is included in Parliament? Yes, the members are nominated by President exclusively. They are nominated by President only. Parliament has which organs? It has 2 or 3. The correct answer is option 2. Well, in some case you can say, of course, Prime Minister is a part of Lok Sabha and therefore it is also a part of the Parliament. But the idea is these are 3 integral parts of the Parliament and the correct answer is option 2. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President. Remember, Prime Minister is a part of Lok Sabha and sometimes is a part of Rajya Sabha. So, of course, Prime Minister will always be from Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So, in the end, Prime Minister will always be a part of the Parliament via Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So, President, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha together forms the Parliament. Good. Of course, very well. So we have seen a number of polity questions. Let's move on to another. A trade area. Present trade policy aims to achieve the exports growth of. What is the current aim to achieve the export growth? What is the aim to achieve export growth? गैस वालों, आज दिन सही नहीं लग रहा है. बहुत सारे गैस गलत हो रहे हैं. थोड़ा पूजा वूजा भी कर लो थोड़ी दिन एग्जाम से पहले, ताकि थोड़ा लक आपके फेवर में आ जाए. Actually, the whole point is 15% for the first 2 years and 25% for the next 3 years. In all, the combined growth rate is aimed at 20%. 15% for the first 2 years and 25% for the next 3 years. हाँ, कई लोगों को मैंने कहा पूजा कर लो. वो पूजा भगवान वाली पूजा, वो जो पूजा साथ में रहती है वो वाली पूजा नहीं. Of course, many of you must be having puja as a friend, but of course not that भगवान वाली पूजा. So it comes down to around 20%. 15% for the first 2 years and 25% for the next 3 years. It comes down, so the aims to achieve the export growth of around 20%. Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following days is celebrated as the World Consumer Rights Day? Which of the World Consumer Rights Day? It has been started. The correct answer is March 15. Fact, pure fact question. दिमाग ज्यादा मत लगाओ. ओके, आता है तो करो, नहीं तो ब्रैकेट में गैस लिख के तुरंत टाइप कर दो. और ऐसे एग्जाम में जरूरी नहीं है गैस मारना. दिन पूजा अर्चना अगर अच्छी नहीं हुई तो ऑफ कोर्स you can lose the marks. The correct answer is 15 March. Arrange the following cities in the decreasing order as regarded one of the most expensive city by Economic Intelligence Unit. Recently, Economic Intelligence Unit had published its report about the most expensive cities in the world. So which of the following is now the most expensive cities? Remember that Tokyo has been displaced. Tokyo has been displaced as the most expensive city. In this year's report, that is why the question has been asked. So Tokyo has been displaced. Zurich has become the most expensive. Zurich, then Tokyo, then Geneva, and then Paris. So 4312. 4312. Zurich has become the most expensive. That is why the question has been asked, because Tokyo, most of us know it's Tokyo. Earlier there was a year when Moscow had also become, but right now it's Zurich. And the reason is because due to Euro crisis, most of the investors are now investing in, a lot of people are investing in Switzerland. So what has happened is, Switzerland's currency has got very strong these days, and because of that, the expenses has risen in the city, in most of the Swiss cities. Well, the most populated city in the world is Tokyo. Tokyo metropolitan area is totally most populated. It's around 35 million population. So let's move on to question number 23. Which one of the following is the first permanent research station established in Antarctica by India? First permanent research station established by India. Maitri, Dakshin Gangotri, Himadri, Bharati. First one was, it is from static GK, yes, correct. Most of you are giving the correct answer. Dakshin Gangotri. Second is Maitri. Fact, give it or leave it. Match the following chemicals and their uses. Now some of the common chemicals used and the use. Some of the common chemicals used and their use. घर पे भी रखा रहता है इनमें से कुछ. What is the correct option? Sodium bicarbonate is what? Sodium bicarbonate is baking soda, very common. Sodium carbonate is washing soda. So C1D3, is there any option? I knew most of you would get confused between option 1 and option 4. So that is why C3D1, C1D3 is there. Correct answer. हाँ, सारे correct answers दे रहे हैं, बहुत ही सही. आंसर बताने के बाद तो बड़ी तेजी से लोग टाइप करना शुरू करते हैं, पहले ही कर दिया करो. Correct answer is option 4. Silver iodide helps in cloud seeding. Cloud seeding is sometimes it was very famously used in Beijing Olympics when there was a chance of rain during Beijing's opening ceremony. So what they do is they use silver iodide capsules and they fire in the clouds. What happens is they coagulate together, they come together and it rains. So so many a time to spread away the clouds and to get it rained earlier, these silver iodide seeds are used, and which is helping in cloud seeding. And sodium nitrite is a preservative. There are many preservatives, so it's generally very difficult to find out what sodium nitrite is one of them. So which was the first satellite sent by India into space? A picture for you. I hope most of you must be knowing this. I won't even tell the answer. You can see in the chat panel, all of them are giving the answers. Yes. Very, very easy question. Let's move on to question number 26. Lala Lajpat Rai died during Lathi Charge during the demonstration against which of the following steps by the British? Lala Lajpat Rai died in which of the following? Yes, some of you are demanding that they haven't been able to note down 24th question. So I am moving back to 24th question for 15 seconds. Some of you, those who cannot note, could not note, just try to note it down as soon as possible. Yes, just do not worry. Yes, Simon, go back. And who was the one who was responsible for his death? Do you know the name of the police officer? जरूरी नहीं है याद रखना, बट इट्स जस्ट टू चेक योर जनरल डायर. नो जनरल डायर नहीं था. Yes, one of you has given a bit correct answer. Dyer or Sanders? Yes, it was Saunders. Dyer was responsible for Jallianwala Bagh tragedy in Amritsar. So, question number 26. I hope all of you must have noted. हाँ, डंडे से मारा था किसी मूवी में, यही याद है. Very good, very good. One of the then here Saunders was of course killed then. Afterwards by Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad, his party, HSRA, Hindustan Social Republican Army. Then, correct answer is Simon Commission. And well, you had not seen one of the option, most foolish option. कुछ लोगों ने answer दिया option 2. How to get the option 2? Non-cooperation movement was the movement by Mahatma Gandhi. It cannot be the one. I just had put it into an option. So I wanted to check how many of you could give such answer. If answer 2 is given, answer B is given, I tell you it is a very, very big fault, I say. This was the easiest of the option. Non-cooperation movement के against वो क्यों करेंगे और उसके against क्यों लाठी खाएंगे वो? Well, so non-cooperation movement was in 1920. Simon Commission in 1927. Simon Commission came to India and then it presented its report 1.5 years after. Cripps Mission in 1942. Non-cooperation 1920. And Rowlatt Act, when was Rowlatt Act? It was in 1919. Then which was the first newspaper published from India? First newspaper published from India. Which was the one? Try to write the answer. Good, very, very good. A lot of you are participating. That is the best part. The correct answer is Anand Bazar Patrika. Many of you may get confused. It was among the first ones, but not the first one. Anand Bazar Patrika was among the first ones, but not the first major newspaper was the Bengal Gazette in 1780. It was edited by James Hickey. It was edited by James Hickey. He is being credited for the first newspaper in India, Bengal Gazette, in around 1780. तो इसलिए कई लोगों को आज भी न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ने की आदत नहीं होगी जो यहाँ बैठे हैं, और जो न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ते उनको ही ऐसा सेशन अटेंड करना पड़ता है. टेल यू टू अवॉइड सच सेशन, ट्राई टू रीड न्यूज़पेपर्स. ओके, ऐसे जेम्स हिकी थॉट दैट इन 1780. You think today, 232 years afterwards, still many of the Indians don't have a habit of reading newspapers daily, and that is the biggest problem in having low general knowledge sense in most of the students. Everybody among you must be knowing about the Samsung phones, the iPhones, and the A phone, the J phone, the K phone, but most of you must not be aware of the current developments. So have a good habit of reading newspapers, and that will be very, very helpful. Question number 28. Sorry, question number 28 repeated that again. Question number 29. Match the following hill stations with the mountain range and the state they are located in. Match the following hill stations with the mountain range and the state they are located in. State से मत locate करो, states locate करोगे तो देखो आंसर क्या आएगा. Of course, Pachmari is in Madhya Pradesh. Pachmari is in Madhya Pradesh. So A1, option 2, option 3, option 4. Mount Abu is in which state? Mount Abu is in Rajasthan. Okay, so B4, we can eliminate option 4. So what do we have left? We have the correct answer as 29. Now the overall point is Madhya Pradesh, Pachmari is in Satpura. Satpura is in Madhya Pradesh. Mount Abu is in Aravallis. Correct answer is option 2. So you must know about the mountain ranges. You must know about the mountain ranges at least. So some of the questions you will have such questions. कुछ आंसर आपको पता होगा, कुछ ऑप्शंस पता होगा, कुछ फैक्ट्स पता होगा, but try to use the options to get the answer. Yes, an IPL stadium is there in Dharamshala, which is in Himachal Pradesh. It is one of the most beautiful. Which of the following state in chronological order which they were created or granted the full state status? Now this is a tough question, but remember, question has been made easy for you because most of these 4 states have been formed at a very distant time. So yes, some of you are giving the right point. Jharkhand is the last one. Yes, so Jharkhand is the last one. We can eliminate option 4. We can eliminate option 4. So, in which order they were created? The first state was to be created was Andhra Pradesh in 1956. It was created on a linguistic basis in 1956. Then very famous Haryana was separated from Punjab as the Hindi speaking area in 1966 after the Shah Commission report. When was Sikkim created? When was Sikkim created? Any idea? कई ऑप्शन आ रहे हैं. 82, 53. How can you give 53? 53 होता तो आंध्र प्रदेश से भी पहले हो जाता. When was Sikkim created? Yes, try to find it out. हाँ, लगता है कई लोग जो है गूगल कर रहे हैं. आंसर ज्यादा करेक्ट आंसर आने लगे हैं गूगल वालों. Yes. Okay, fine. It was on 16 May 1975. Absolutely correct. So it was 1975. Jharkhand was in 2000. So the correct answer is option 1. Option A. Well, Shah Commission report resulted in 1966 resulted in the formation of Haryana. Question number 31. Which of the following country is not a member of European Union? Which of the following country is not a member of European Union? Which of the following countries? कई लोग गेस कर रहे हैं, लेकिन द आंसर इज स्विट्जरलैंड. स्विट्जरलैंड इज वन ऑफ द फ्यू names. It's in the European heartland, but it is not in European Union. And Ireland, both the Republic of Northern Ireland and the Ireland both are in European Union. Romania is there, Portugal is there. Switzerland is not in European Union. They still don't have euro as their currency. They have Swiss franc as their currency. And since World War II, they have kept a neutral stand towards the politics of Europe. Because of the intense war, bloody war in World War II, they have kept a neutral stand since. Yes, maybe, it's a part of Schengen countries. Schengen is just a visa agreement. It's not a part of European Union agreement. There are many agreements in Europe in which Switzerland is a part. It's a part of economic communities also, but it's not a part of European Union. Question number 32. Well, some of you are asking about Ireland, both the Irelands. There was in Ireland there was a freedom movement, and Northern Ireland part is a part of United Kingdom, and the rest of the Ireland is not a part of United Kingdom and is a different independent country. Well, so move on to question number 32. Pritzker Prize. Pritzker Prize is in which area? It's given in the excellence of, now the very easy was Raymond Magsaysay Public Service. So option C2. So we can eliminate option 4. Then Pritzker Prize and Abel Prize. इन दोनों में से कोई एक जानना तो जरूरी है. Pritzker Prize is given in the field of architecture and Abel in the field of mathematics. So A3, B1, C2, D4. A3, B1, C2, D4. That is 32. Correct option is option C. So Raymond Magsaysay Award, very common. It was an easy one. Then out of Abel and Pritzker, you should know at least one or two. So Raymond Magsaysay, I expect all of you must be knowing it. It's in the public service. Of course, it's in the government service also in the area. Question number 33. Arrange the following Commonwealth countries in the decreasing order of their stand in the medal tally of 2012 London Olympics. For these 4 major Commonwealth countries, what were their order in the 2012 Olympics? Something from sports? Who was the first? कई लोग इसमें भी यूएसए दे रहे हैं भाई क्यों? अच्छा ऑफ कोर्स यूएसए वाज द फर्स्ट ओवरऑल बट हु वाज द फर्स्ट अमंग दीज फोर्स? Among these 4 nations, who was the first? Yes, UK was the first, then Australia, then New Zealand, then Canada. Correct answer 1, 2, 3, 4. The correct answer is 1. UK was overall on the 3rd position. After US and China, UK gained 3rd position by 28 gold medals. So the correct answer is option 1. Which of the following is not true about Man Booker Prize? Which of the following is not true about Man Booker Prize? Take 15 seconds. Most of you are not participating. Try to participate. कुछ लोग थोड़ा धीमे पड़ जाते हैं थोड़ी देर बाद. ठंड लग रही होगी, मुझे पता है, भूख भी लग रही होगी. 9:30 बज रहा है, but still. Which of the following is not correct about? कई लोग ऑप्शन 2 और 3 दोनों दे रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं है. The correct answer is option 3. It is not true. V.S. Naipaul has won in which year? He has won it in 1971. He has won it in 1971. For which book? The name of the book was In a Free State. In a Free State. And winner should be a citizen of Commonwealth nations, Ireland or Zimbabwe. Yes, it is true, and it should be in English language only. The citizen of UK have won the prize for the most number of times. Now, why Zimbabwe and Ireland? Because Ireland was a part of Commonwealth, which is not now. It is not, but it's still the condition. They have still continued it, and Zimbabwe has been expelled because of its ridiculous policies against the white, but still in the cultural realm they are still included. Yes, Robert Mugabe. Question number 35. Which of the following is not an established principle of WTO? Which of the following is not an established principle of WTO? Non-discrimination, reciprocity, transparency, coordination. Reciprocity is a very important clause. Reciprocity is very important clause. MFN status. Try to remember that. Non-discrimination and reciprocity with MFN status. 12. The correct answer is coordination. There is no principle about coordination. The principle is about non-discrimination, reciprocity, transparency. There are two more principles. One is safety valve. Well, of course, countries need that in times of bad days. And then there is one more, that is enforceable treaties, enforceable agreements, enforceable commitments. Coordination is not the principle. Yes, MFN is not, reciprocity is not just MFN. MFN is one point of it. Reciprocity is, in some cases we give them the right to trade, or we give them open markets, and in return we get equally less tariffs and we get open markets. That is the idea. Question number 36. Match the following companies with the country and the industry they are associated with. Match the following companies with the country and the industry they are associated with. Yes, the correct answer is, many of you are trying to give correct. Let's check one by one. Areva has started to do the nuclear business in India. Is from France. So D33. Is there any option? We have only one option. Credit Suisse, name, from the name it's clear, Suisse is Switzerland, and it's a very popular financial services company. And we know one of its brand ambassador. Who is one of its brand ambassador? Very famous sports personality around the world. Yes, Roger Federer. Very good. Roger Federer. So I hope many of you must be Roger Federer fans. जो Roger Federer fan है, हाथ ऊपर करो. Yes, hands up. Okay, there are many Joka and Rafael Nadal fans. Okay, fine. कोई नहीं. Roger, I am also very hardcore Roger Federer fan. So of course, no Rafa, it's Federer, FedEx. Okay, fine. Okay, we move on to the questions. We'll fight about this soon. Okay, some of you must be Virender Sehwag fans. Very good. Well, Virender Sehwag in tennis. With his tone, how can he play tennis? It's difficult for him to move his feet on the pitch even. इतनी मुश्किल हो जाती है उसको पिच में हिलने में, तो ऑफ कोर्स वो उतने लंबे टेनिस में वो भी 5 घंटा खेलना, ऑफ कोर्स इट्स वेरी टफ. Well, I know many of you must be Maria Sharapova fan. I just don't want to know about that. Okay, not at least right now. Okay, fine. So the correct answer is option B. We move on to next. Now the whole point, another one was Credit Suisse, France, Switzerland Financial Services. So B42. We just have B44. So we had another only one option. So the answer was easy. Question was difficult, but still overall answer could be easy, and that made it easy. Gazprom from Russia and Daiichi Sankyo from Japan. Now, what is Hawala system? Now, some of the questions from economics, I have included in this some of the questions from economics. So, some of the questions you will get from economics. Now, what is the correct option? Well, a lot of answers are coming. Correct answer is option B. Option 2. Informal value transfer system in which one receives money for the purpose of making equivalent payment to a third party in another geographic location. Yes, it's most of them is informal. It's in cash. And yes, HSBC, they have emerged as a biggest hawala boys. Well, they are institutional hawalas. They have made it as a formal value transfer rather, I would say. If we take the example of HSBC, they have made it as a formal value transfer. But the correct point is informal value transfer system. Very commonly, suppose some of you who still are unable to understand, hear my words for another 30 seconds. Suppose you went to United States. You went there for a trip. You have a very big business here and you don't pay taxes. So you will not be able to take, suppose you want a very lavish holiday with your family. So you want to spend $50,000. So what happens? $50,000, it will be very difficult for you to take US because you don't pay taxes here much. So tax authorities may ask you from where did you get $50,000. So what you will do, you will pay here in cash to a hawala operator, and he will telephone there and he will send an information there where somebody in US will hand over cash in dollars to you. So what you will do, you will pay in rupees in India and somebody in US will give you the dollars. So that is an informal transfer, and with that cash, of course, you can avoid the tax authorities. You can take the stipulated money that is allowed by your tax slab. So if you want, you can take only $5,000 with you, and there you can take $45,000 in cash and you can enjoy your trip. So this is what most of the this happens in most of the corruption systems. So that is hawala system. I hope most of you got understood. Even if you have doubt, we can discuss after the session. Then question number 38. With reference to the Indian diaspora around the world, identify which of the following statements are correct. Indian diaspora is now around the world, and there is always NRI Day is now celebrated in India every year. Now, identify which of the following statements are correct. All are correct, or 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Which one is correct? Pravasi Divasi, non-resident day is being celebrated on January 9 each year. Tamilians form the majority of Indians in Malaysia. Punjabis form the majority of Indians in Canada. Canada, or I should say Canada. Punjabis don't go to Canada, they go to Canada. Well, Indophobia refers to hostility towards Indians and Indian culture. Well, fine. All the four are correct. Indophobia is very common in Pakistan. In the books also they teach about this. Tamilians are maximum in Malaysia, Punjabis in Canada or Canada and UK and USA. Then of course a number of Gujaratis and Punjabis are in USA. Then in the Middle East you have most of the people from Kerala, Malayalis. Then a number of Malayalis are in the Middle Eastern area. And then Pravasi Bharatiya Divas is celebrated on January 9. Why on January 9? What is special about January 9? Why on January 9 Pravasi Bharatiya Day is celebrated? Because on this day Mahatma Gandhi had come back to India from South Africa. In a way he was also a non-resident Indian at that time because he went to South Africa and lived there for 20 years. Well, on 9 January he returned back, 9 January 1915 he returned back to India, and that is celebrated. CAT का result भी है January 9 को, ठीक है, I know, most of you must be aware. Okay, so correct option is 38B. What is Gini coefficient related to? What is Gini coefficient related to? Yes, unemployment, unequal wealth distribution, education enrollment, women's health. Yes. Yes, it is equal, it is related to unequal wealth distribution. What we do is, we plot a curve between population, percentage of population, and on the y-axis money they hold. The ideal curve should be a straight line. The ideal curve should be a straight line. 10% population, 10% money. 20% population, 20% money. But what happens is, actually the curve is in this form. The rich have the maximum. So the last 10% have the maximum one. So what happens is area, suppose this is area B and this is area A. So what happens is you can just get it from this graph that from this then this is of course called Lorentz curve, and from this the Gini coefficient is calculated. Then from B minus A upon total area it is called Gini coefficient is calculated. And which of the following countries have a closed economy? Which of the following countries have a closed economy? Yes, it is a sticker question. जिसको नहीं आता चेक कर लो जाके. North Korea, in last class we had discussed about North Korea. Let's leave it. Move on to question number 41. Which of the following constitutes quaternary sector of the economy? Which of the following constitutes quaternary sector of the economy? Yes. Which of the following constitutes quaternary sector of the economy? Yes. The correct answer is IT, research and development and other knowledge-based services. The correct answer is 3. And which sector in India contributes most to the economy? Which sector in India contributes most to the economy? Yes, highest is services. Services is tertiary sector. Services is tertiary sector. It contributes most. It is around 55%. Services. Then second is manufacturing. Manufacturing. It contributes, it is a secondary sector and it contributes around 28% to the economy. Then third is agricultural. Agricultural sector is primary sector. It contributes around 15% to the economy. Quaternary sector has started to grow. In India still it is very small. And one question for you. What is quinary sector? What is quinary sector? There is another sector emerging which is called quinary sector. What is it? Quinary sector, this involves health and culture. Fourth option is economy involving health and culture. Now it's growing and it is also now being related to the higher management jobs, which you are of course preparing. So maybe 20 years after the higher management area is another sector, it is a dominant sector and it contributes something to the GDP. So economy involving health and culture is the quinary sector. That is again an important. So now right now quaternary and quinary have very less contribution to the economy. Services, manufacturing and agricultural are still significant. Which of the biosphere reserve is not a part of the world network of biosphere reserves? In India there are 8 biosphere reserves which are world network of biosphere reserves by UN. Which of the following is not? Sundarban, very important because of Royal Bengal tiger and which tree is there in Sundarbans? The mangrove forest, Sindri tree. The mangrove forest, Sindri tree, and Gulf of Mannar biosphere, another very important near Sri Lanka and Tamil Nadu. Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand. Great Nicobar is a biosphere reserve, but it's not a part of World Network of Biosphere Reserves. Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve is famous for saltwater crocodile. Saltwater crocodile, they are very large in sizes. Saltwater crocodile. Well, so that is about a Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Question number 43. Now we generally hear a word ration. With which sector is this associated? we generally hear a word ration. With which sector is this associated? Yes, fine. So a lot of you still have that problem. जैसे पूरे नॉर्थ इंडिया में अगर आप चले आओ तो वहाँ आज भी कार्टन को लोग कार्टून बोलते हैं. कार्टन को लोग कार्टून बोलेंगे. So it doesn't mean कि वो कार्टून हो जाता है. And then very popular game that we used to play at our home, ice bites. Ice bites. Actually it is ice pie, but पूरी दुनिया उसको ice bites ही बोलेगी. So in the same way I would say कि राशन नाम हमारे what happened is ration name has been given to only food, grains and agriculture, but it's not correct. It can be related to any sector in which exercise control distribution has been applied. Now, suppose in the times of low fuel supplies, if government can start a rationing on fuel supply, you may get only 5 liters of petrol each day or 1 liter of petrol each day. And then rationing is done in many other sectors these days. So now point is, now in 2012, today India has a lot of plenty in most of the areas. So what happens is, we have enough thing and we don't have rationing. But in most of the things, in 1960s and 70s, there was a number of rationing in most of the things because there were scarcity. So rationing can be done in anything. So इसलिए जो कई चीज हम लोग जिंदगी में बोलते आए हैं जरूरी नहीं है कि वो एकदम सही हो. Well, cartoon, I spice, ration, these have become some of the meanings in our life, but their actual meaning is something different. So just try to get these things. Okay, fine. Yes, question 42, some of you are asking to get the correct answer was 4th. Sorry, one was marked, it was correct answer was 4th, Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Great Nicobar Biosphere Reserve. Question number 44. Map the following committees and the key area of their recommendations. Nanavati committee is for public sector. Achha ji. Nanavati was for Godhra. So Nanavati for Godhra, Sri Krishna committee for Telangana. Kasar committee Muslim education, Arjun Sen Gupta. These have been very much in the news recently. I thought this was an easy question. Many of you made it difficult for yourself. You haven't been aware of the recent things. Questions were there. Many such area was there. So last question, some of you missed it. Can be related to any sector to excise controlled distribution. Well. Question number 44 again. Just have a look at the question number 44. Yes, if you want, you can note it down. I give you 30 more seconds to write it down. Yes, take 10 more seconds. A lot of you are noting it down. Well, don't worry. We can wait for 10 seconds. We are not in such a hurry. Yes, fine. We move on to question number 45. Which of the following statements are wrong? Growth of agricultural sector in India has never crossed 5% in any fiscal year since 2000. Government of India has decided to publish growth statistics of education sector separately from fiscal year 2012. Reserve money estimated more than the broad money for the first time in financial year 2010-11. Which of the following is wrong? Some of you are trying to hit this ball. हर गेम को जरूरी नहीं है चौका छक्का मारना. 2020 वाले लोग टेस्ट मैच भी थोड़ा सा खेलना सीखो. वेल ऑफ कोर्स a lot of you. हाँ यॉर्कर है. First is right, of course, first is right. No, has never crossed. No, it has crossed. In 2004 and 5, there was a time there were 2 quarters when we have crossed. Then 2 years back again we crossed 5%. So it's not right. Government of India has decided to publish the growth statistics for education sector separately from government. No, it's wrong. So the correct answer is all are wrong. And reserve money cannot be more than broad money. If you have a very basic idea of economics, it cannot be more than broad money any time. Still याद आया, congratulations to all of you for our great victory today over the Britishers. प्रज्ञान ओझा ने अच्छी बॉलिंग की. वेरी वेल प्लेड बाय इंडिया. कोई नहीं, 1-2 मिनट हम लोग क्रिकेट की भी बात कर सकते हैं. एंड यस, वेरी गुड, नाइस पॉइंट. नो लगान दिस टाइम. अब हमें कोई लगान नहीं देना पड़ेगा. ऑफ कोर्स अच्छे से मैच जीत लिया है. ग्रेट प्ले बाय इंडियन प्लेयर्स. हाँ, अभी बदला बाकी है, असली बदला बाकी है. Another 3 tests, all should be wiped out, and then only we can be satisfied. We remember 4-0 last year. Very good, very good. So, well, ठीक है, कोई नहीं, थोड़ा सा आधे घंटे बाद ये सब डिस्कस कर लेंगे. Let's move on to question number 46. Consider the following statements regarding State Bank of India. Well, a lot of you are asking reserve money and broad money. Let this session end. It will take 5 minutes to explain, so we'll explain that again. Well, we can solve 30 questions so that who knows, they can go after the session and then we can discuss about it. Then, consider the following statements about the State Bank of India. State Bank of India is the first bank from India to open a branch outside India. Is it? State Bank of India is the first bank from India to open a branch in China. Well, second option is correct, first is wrong. The first bank was Bank of India, BOI, Bank of India. In 1926 in London it had opened. Bank of India had opened outside India. State Bank of India is the first bank in India, from India, to open a branch in China. Yes, correct. So, the correct option is 2 only. First bank was Bank of India. Question number 47. Match the following car manufacturer and the country of headquarters. Easy question. I hope you must be able to answer it very quickly. Jaguar is in UK. Very correct. So some of you are giving the right point. Jaguar is in UK. So A3B4. Sorry, C3. So 3 or 4 is the correct. The correct answer is, a lot of you are giving 4, a lot of you are giving 3. इसी में कंफ्यूजन हो रही होगी. मित्सुबिशी जापान, Hyundai साउथ कोरिया, इसी में कंफ्यूजन हो रही होगी. द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, ऑप्शन 3. मित्सुबिशी इज टू जापान एंड Hyundai इज टू कोरिया. सो दैट वाज द होल पॉइंट. जो कई लोग तुक्के वालों आज दिन अच्छा नहीं जा रहा लग रहा कई लोगों का. वेल Skoda is originally from Czech Republic. It has been acquired by General Motors, which is from Germany, I guess. Skoda is originally from Czech Republic. Yes, it has been acquired by, I guess it has been acquired by Volkswagen or General Motors, but Skoda belongs to Czech Republic. Its headquarters is there. It has been acquired there. Well, as Jaguar has been acquired by Tata, so we cannot say Jaguar's headquarters is in Mumbai. Skoda was originally a Czech company. If you want, you can check, and then it was acquired by Volkswagen or General Motors. I just don't get exactly. Some 5-7 years back it was acquired. Well, question number 48. Minister of Finance represents India at the board of governors in IMF. IMF's data dissemination system standards to improve statistical system is a part of World Bank Millennium Development Goals and Poverty Reduction Strategic Papers. Is it true? Yes, of course. Very true. IMF data dissemination system is, of course, this is correct, and Minister of Finance represents India at the Board of Governors in IMF. Both of them is correct. So for IMF, these are the two statements very important. Considering India, Minister of Finance represents India. Okay, question number 49. Which of the following reasons can be regarded as the most common cause of deflation? Most common cause of deflation. Which of the following? Yes, 48 again. If some of you want, yes, for 30 seconds I can leave it open. Some of you want 48 questions. If you want, you can see it for 30 seconds. And some of you who have stopped to participate recently, ठीक है, नॉर्थ इंडिया वालों आपको छोड़ा जा सकता है, थोड़ी ठंडी है, 10 बजे ठंड ज्यादा हो गई होगी, पर सेंट्रल इंडिया, ईस्टर्न इंडिया, वेस्टर्न इंडिया, सदर्न इंडिया, सारे के सारे तुरंत टाइप करना शुरू कर दो, नहीं तो एक को ब्लॉक कर दूंगा अभी। वैसे FYI मेरे पास ब्लॉकिंग राइट्स है नहीं, पर फिर भी ब्लॉक कर दूंगा। Well, of course, yes, come on. Which of the following reasons can be regarded as the most common cause of deflation? Lack of exports as compared to import कैसे हो सकता है? हमारे इस समय lack of exports है, but imports बहुत हैं, और हमारे deflation है, उल्टा inflation है. It cannot be a direct reason any time. The correct answer is now. It's a sensible question. जिनको पता है थोड़ा दिमाग लगाना, lack of money supply as compared to goods and services. Now when there is no money, goods and services है मार्केट में, तो होगा क्या? हम खरीद नहीं पाएंगे, तो इसलिए सेलर को प्राइस कम करनी पड़ेगी ताकि लोग अफोर्ड कर सके। मनी सप्लाई इज हाई। अब जैसे सपोज आपके पास हजारों रुपए, और सपोज कल सुबह सबको मैं 1 लाख रुपए फ्री का बांट दूं, तो ऑफकोर्स आप जाके जो जीन्स आपको 2000 की खरीदनी होगी वो आप 6000 की भी खरीद लोगे। सबको सपोज कल सुबह गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया अनाउंस करती है कि सबको 1-1 लाख रुपए फ्री में मिल रहा है, आओ इंडिया गेट को उठा के ले जाओ अपना 1 लाख रुपए। ऑफकोर्स व्हाट विल हैपन? All of us, those who wanted to buy a jeans of 2000 can afford to pay 2300 or 2500. And similarly, the reverse can happen. Reverse can happen. Suppose tomorrow you 1 लाख रुपए सबके घर से निकाल लिए जाए, तो what will happen? अब 2000 की जीन्स ही बहुत महंगी लगने लगेगी, लगेगा कि 1 लाख का नुकसान हो गया है, तो 2000 की जीन्स अभी कैसे खरीदे? A lot of you may not be able to buy the jeans. So what happens? Due to lack of money supply, what happens is we are unable to buy goods and services. So होगा क्या? So what will happen is the people will start to the sellers will start to come down with the prices. And it cannot be related to, of course, per capita of India. No, it's related to the money supply with the people who can buy. Suppose Mercedes, even if India's per capita increases to $10,000, it cannot be bought by all of us. Why? Because it's still very much expensive. But money supply बहुत ज़्यादा होगी, तो overall its sales will increase. So that is the point. Company manufactured Mercedes according to the market. They will not manufacture 30 lakh Mercedes pieces every year. They will manufacture only 30,000 Mercedes pieces every year, so that can be afforded by the people. But if money supply is low, even that will not be sold. So well, it was not a very difficult question. Some of you who don't have economics background, I can see it may still you may still find it difficult. And then a lot of you are asking कि दल में गए थे या लाल चौक गए थे, भाई बहुत ठंड है यहाँ पे, कहीं नहीं जा पाए अभी, we'll go some days after. Okay, fine, we can come back to the question. If CRR is increased, which of the following statements is true? If CRR is increased, which of the following statements is true? Ability of RBI to give loans decreases, ability of commercial banks to give loans decreases, ability of consumer to make deposit increases, does not affect liquidity. Well, a lot of you are giving correct answer. Yes, correct. Option 2. We move on to 51. Yes, come on, participate, a lot of you. In which city will the country's first university for urban studies will be set up? Yes, okay. Number of requests for question number 15. Let's see. जिन्होंने नहीं लिखा अच्छे से, they can still note it down. Take 10 seconds. Write it down. Yes, so some of you are asking CRR. CRR is cash reserve ratio. It's cash reserve ratio. I hope most of you must be knowing it. If you are asking, then you can still discuss cash reserve ratio. It is asked by RBI to the bank that they should keep this much amount of cash as safe. Okay, so that this amount cannot be disbursed. They have to keep it every time. Yes, in which city will be the country's first university for urban studies will be set up? It is a factual question. Correct answer is Bangalore. ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Give it or leave it. Just as simple as that. Match the following revolutions and the products they are associated with. The revolution: black revolution, silver revolution, golden revolution, yellow revolution, and they are associated with which of the sectors? Yellow is for oil seed, of course, very correct. Some of you are giving it correct. Yellow is for oil seed. Yellow is for oil seed. Then black revolution is for petroleum. Black is for petroleum. Silver is for egg. And golden revolution is for fruit. The correct answer is option 4, option B. Well, I hope you must have answered this. Most of you जो answer नहीं लिख रहे, जल्दी type करो. Okay, good. Yes, blue for fish. Jarawa tribes are found in which of the following place? So Jarawa tribes were in the news recently. In which place they are found? Easy question. I hope you must be able to give the answer. Yes, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are found in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. They are of African origin, Negrito origin, and they are only very few people are left in this Jarawa tribe, and they may be extinct sometime. To increase consumer awareness, the Government of India launched the eco-labeling system in 1991 for easy identification of environmental friendly products. What is this label called? What is this label called? Green mark, eco-label, eco-friend, eco-mark. Well, if you pick up the products, you can easily see it is called eco-mark. Eco-mark is the name of the label which is put on the product for eco-labeling scheme. Well, correct. Question number 55. Which of the following organization has launched a campaign called Adopt a Tree? Which of the following organization has launched a campaign called Adopt a Tree? The correct answer is World Wildlife Fund. World Wildlife Fund. I guess the spelling I have written is wrong. Option 2. World Wildlife Fund. Question number 15. Who among the following has been appointed as the chairperson of National Commission for Women? Recently, who has been appointed recently as the chairperson of the National Commission for Women? Is Mamta Sharma. Yes, correct answer is Mamta Sharma. Question number 57. Recently, which of the following country has banned synthetic cannabis products? Important in the world trade, first country to ban this? The correct answer is New Zealand. सीधा फैक्ट क्वेश्चन है, बहुत दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है. ओके, You know it or you don't know it? Well, recently, Navy of which of the following country has first time allowed women to serve on submarines? The first time it has happened in the international. Which of the following country has allowed women to work on submarines? Does Israel have any submarine? Well, they have, but the correct answer is Britain. Britain has allowed. वैसे कौन सा फायदा बड़ा आप वॉर लड़ने जा रहे हो जो अब अलाउ कर रहे हो? Well, question number 59. Match the following ports and the private partners associated with them. Ports in India are very important for the foreign trade. Which among the following? Mundra is Adani, very famous. Mundra is a private port by Adani, so very important. A3, of course, this is eliminated. We have option 1, 2, 3. So JNPT, who has been involved? JNPT has for container 3 terminal, it has been won by Myers. Tuticorin by Singapore Port, TSA International. Cochin by Dubai Ports International. So I hope you get the answer. A4, B3, C1, B2. The correct option is answer C. So recently, government had opened, some years back, government had opened private participation in FDI in ports. So now development of ports has taken up, is now speed, and many of the private partners are now participating in it. We have these many partners being invited for the development of ports. Now, question number 60. Match the following sporting events and host country cities. Match the following sporting events, the upcoming sports events and the host country cities. The next one of these editions. Yes, try to find out. Hockey World Cup. This time, where it happened? This time it was in India in 2011. Next time it will be in Netherlands. Netherlands is a very important team in this also. It had come third last year. Then Euro 2016. It is in France. So A2 and B1. So we have two options still. Rugby World Cup next in UK and Basketball World Championship next in Spain. Correct answer is option D. So when there's something can also be guessed, Rugby World Cup can only be in UK and France because these are the two major teams. Netherlands, Spain do not participate in rugby. Basketball, Spain is one of the best teams and one of the champions in basketball. So these countries are hosting it according to their participation also. Rugby, last time it was in New Zealand, it was a champion also, but now it's in UK. Which of the following companies has not been acquired by Facebook? Which of the following companies has not been acquired by Facebook? Yes. 30 seconds to answer. Yes, 30 seconds to answer. Yes. Connect you and double click. This is the problem. The correct answer is double click. Connect you was in court, but after the court arbitration, it has been finally acquired by Facebook. So the correct answer is double click, which is acquired by Google. It was earlier acquired by, no, Connect you was earlier acquired by Facebook. Which of the following products is not endorsed by Shah Rukh Khan? Easy question for all of you must be Chapter 1. Which of the following has not by Shah Rukh Khan? The correct answer is Philips. Philips is not by Shah Rukh Khan. So the correct answer is Philips. It was an easy question, I hope. Now let's check these taglines. Which of the following is or are not correctly matched? Which of the following are not correctly matched? Yes. Which one? Yes, take 15 seconds to answer. The American Airlines, something special in the air. Lufthansa, there's no better way to fly. British Airways, world favorite airline. So, all of them are not correctly matched. So, we move on to next question. According to the 2011 census, how many towns in India have population above 1 million? According to the 2011 census, how many towns in India have population above 1 million? Fact, purely fact, do not worry about this. आता है तो मार्क करो, नहीं तो नहीं. It is 53 right now. 53 million plus cities. 53 million plus cities. Which of the following companies has never been led by Ravi Uppal? Ravi Uppal is very much in the news these days, and he is going to be leading one of the companies, JSPL. He is going to lead Jindal Steel Power Limited sometime after, and which he has not led. Which one he has not led? He has not led India Cements. He has led ABB, Volvo and L&T Power Division. Ravi Uppal very much in the news these days, so he has not led India Cements. Why was Avani Sanglani Davda recently in news? Who is Avani Sanglani Davda? And why was she in the news? Why was she in the news? Yes, with Starbucks, Tata Starbucks, she has become appointed as the CEO of Tata Starbucks. Correct. A lot of you must be knowing, हाँ, कई लोग participate नहीं करो, जल्दी type करो. I know only 10 questions, less than 10 questions are left. देखते हैं, आज तुक्के वाले दिन भी guess वाला bracket में guess लगा के भी चल जाएगा. The Reserve Bank of India has launched a new scheme called पैसा बोलता है. What is it related to? What is पैसा बोलता है related to? To identify fake currency, to increase white money, to decrease black money, to control inflation. Yes, पैसा बोलता है, बताता है कि वो नकली है या असली है. To identify fake currency. To identify fake currency, Reserve Bank of India has launched a new scheme. Yes, fine. Question number 68. Which of the following is correctly matched? Foreign partner and Indian partner. Which of the following is correctly matched? Yes, Walmart and Bharti is matched, and I know everybody knows that. 2 is the option of 2 and 4 and 1. So which of the following is correctly matched? Aviva is with whom? Edelweiss, HPCL or Dabur? The correct answer is Aviva is with Dabur. Tokayo is with Edelweiss and Mittal Energy with HPCL. All the 4 are correctly matched. You know, in most of the questions, such questions, now I would tell you that the answers are given in which most of them are correct, so that at least you take the data from the question. Remember that in most of the questions, now I know most of the questions, such questions are over, so I still tell you that in most of the questions, yes, Tokyo, Edelweiss, Mittal Energy, HPCL, Walmart, Bharti, in different sectors they have been partnered. So the idea is to give you most of the correct options. So of course you may write it down if you want. You can take 15 to 20 more seconds. Yes, there is a request of question number 66 again. Okay, let me check question number 66 again. Avani Sanglani Davda, why was she in the news recently in the news? Yes, she is a 33-year-old woman who became the CEO of Tata Starbucks. So you can just note it down, take 10 seconds. There are further requests of question 65. Okay, fine. I'll take 65 also again for you. अच्छा कितने सारे रिक्वेस्ट और डालोगे आप लोग? अब 67 भी चाहिए, 62 भी चाहिए है. मैं 1 से आप शुरू कर दूं क्या? Well, 67, 66 over, 65. Which of the following companies has never been led by Ravi Uppal? Those who have problems in other questions, just wait after the class, after the session. I will just move on to the slide, whatever you say. Okay? Of course, first 5 requests will be entertained. I cannot request it. तो वैसे भी बहुत ठंड है यार, समझो यार, आज हाथ नहीं निकल रहा है बाहर. इस समय तो मेरा चेहरा भी नहीं दिख रहा है. आई एम टोटली कवर्ड विथ 5 layers of clothes. Well, so we move on to question number 67 was over. Reserve Bank of India. Who said मैं मुंबई में हूँ? मुझे पता है मैं श्रीनगर में हूँ, मैं कैसे मुंबई में हूँ? Temperature outside is 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. It's seriously very hot here. आप समझ रहे होंगे hot का मतलब, hot मतलब बहुत ज्यादा cold है यहाँ पे. Heat का तो कुछ आता पता ही नहीं है. Well, so okay, let's come back. Question number 68 is over. Well, I am in Srinagar. कितनी बार ये बताओ? Match the following highways with the terminal points: NH1, NH3, NH4, NH7. Yes, जय माता वैष्णो देवी, जोर से बोलो. Well, let's come back to the question. NH1 from Delhi to India-Pak border. You know, to remember these, I tell you something. You know, to remember these, let me draw you लगभग map of India. Okay, so let's see. I hope I am able to draw it well here. You know, these pens, these light pens by it's very difficult to actually handle them, but I'm still trying to give you the best of the map that I can give it possibly. Okay, so I hope it is all okay. It's looking like India map. So, you know, this is, I changed the color of now this is up to here, this is NH1, NH2, then NH3, NH4, NH5, NH6, and NH7. So in a way, you can draw a square board. You can draw a square board and you can connect all the points. NH1 is just a bit away. NH1 from Delhi to Amritsar, the India-Pakistan border. Then from there, NH2, 3, 4, 5. Come to that in anti-clockwise direction. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is over. Then 6 and 7. That is what you can do next. Now you can make it, you can cross it. So from Delhi, from Agra to Mumbai is NH3. From Mumbai, that is from Thane to Chennai is NH4. Then from Chennai to actually a place very close to Kolkata is NH5. Then from Mumbai to then a place close to Kolkata is NH6. And from Varanasi to Kanyakumari it is NH7. So what, these main highways you can actually remember by this. NH1 thoda alag aao, Amritsar to Delhi, then 2, 3, 4, 5 go clockwise, start from Kolkata, Kolkata to Delhi, Delhi to Bombay, Bombay to Chennai and Chennai to Kolkata back. So clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, you come back to Kolkata. You have 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then, ab beech mein jo bacha reh gaya, usko jod do. Calcutta to, opposite direction, means diagonally opposite, connect Bombay to Calcutta, you have 6 and you have 7 is not from Delhi to Kanyakumari, rather it is from Varanasi to Kanyakumari. So, in all, you can have, these are the major highways and in all you can get it through. I hope all of you are able to see this map. I try to use it best, it's very difficult to make a map by using light pen and it's still, I hope it looks like India, it doesn't look like China or US. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, fine. So 69. So NH1 is from Delhi to India-Pak border. NH3, of course, Agra to Mumbai. Then I take back my original pen and from Thane to Chennai. And NH7 is from Varanasi to Kanyakumari. So I hope you can remember from this and then you can of course connect these options. So correct option for 69 is option A11, then B23. So is there any option? Yes, option is option B. Well, so fine. Question number 70. Ananda temple which was recently in news is in which of the following countries? Ananda temple which was recently in news is which of the following country? Archaeological Survey of India has come together to develop it. It is in which of the countries? It is in Myanmar. Factual question, ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाने का, आत्मा है तो मारने का, नहीं तो छोड़ने का. As simple as that. Question number 71. Which of the following given states has decided to video record the process of coupon distribution for below poverty line families with the objective to curb corruption in TDS? Very, very important scheme for India and it's very, very important to curb the corruption. Last question's answer was Myanmar. So which of the city, which of the, fortunately now it is from a state which was very much under corruption some 10 years ago. Right now Bihar is on the path of very high growth and we hope Bihar takes such steps and it comes out and stands along with the rest of the country. Well, yes, Nitish Kumar, one of the best chief ministers ever been produced. He has done very good work for Bihar. Well, which of the following is incorrect about dedicated freight corridor? Which of the following is incorrect about dedicated freight corridor? Now, I have given you 3 options correct in it. So, जो 3 सही है वो आप record कर लेना and the 4th one which is wrong, that we will correct it. Which is wrong? Second, option 2 is correct, option 3 is correct and option 4 is correct. Now, option 1 is wrong. The point is, it is a project under Minister of Railways to ease passenger traffic. No, it is not for passenger traffic. It is written freight corridor. It is for cargoes. It is for freight. So, well, it is about freight. So dedicated freight corridor. Now by the name you can see dedicated freight corridor. मतलब अलग से line होगी, अलग से railway line होगी, which will be connecting these areas and these will be dedicated to the freight. Now on these corridors the passenger traffic will not run, but only for the purpose of transferring goods and services. That comes from, of course, this will help. Now, the most important sectors are Calcutta to Delhi and of course Delhi to Mumbai. So Delhi to Mumbai and Delhi to Calcutta are the most important sectors, and these are being used. So from Punjab, Ludhiana to Dankuni near in West Bengal is connected, and from Dadri near New Delhi is connected to Navi Mumbai, the western area. Yes, fine. So question number 71, some of you wanted. So it was, answer was Bihar. Yes, Ludhiana is a very good city. Ludhiana which sab changa hai. Very good city. Well, which of the following sportsmen represented India in the discus throw event in London 2012 Summer Olympics? Which, this question is asked because the player had reached the final. So, the correct answer is Vikas Gowda. And another man, Joydeep Karmakar. Joydeep Karmakar should also be remembered. He came fourth in 50 meters rifle shooting. He remained, he just missed the medal by whiskers. He was fourth in his shooting one, he was just missed by the whiskers. Well, Joydeep Karmakar, then Ranjan Sodhi, of course, in which he represents India in shooting. Well, question number 74. Arrange the following games in the decreasing order of which India has won Olympic medals in it. Joydeep Karmakar was for 50 meter rifle. Now, arrange the following in the decreasing order of which India has won Olympic medals in it. The correct answer is India, certainly hockey. 11 medals till now. So hockey of course leads. So it is of course in all of the four options. Then shooting of late 2004, Rajyavardhan Rathore, if you remember. 2008, who won in 2008? 2008, Abhinav Bindra. Then 2012, how many medals we won? Yes, Vijay Kumar and who? Gagan Narang this time. So we have a total of 4 in shooting. In hockey we have 11. In weightlifting we have just 1. Karnam Malleshwari in 2000 Sydney Olympics. Then in boxing, what we have in boxing? We have 2 medals this time only. Mary Kom, MC Mary Kom, and who else? Last time, Vijender Singh. Yes, so we have 2 medals overall in boxing. We have 1 in weightlifting. We have 4 in shooting, and we have 11 in hockey. So overall, yes, 74. The correct answer is 1 is greater than 2 is greater than 4 is greater than 3. So the correct answer is option B. Yes, in which year was IIFT established? बहुत कुछ कर लिया ना, जरा IIFT के बारे में भी एक बताओ. Yes, in which year was IIFT established? Well, to end this session, let's see how many of you actually know. Yes, very good. 50-year celebration for IIFT if you go into IIFT this year. 50-year celebration for IIFT if you go into IIFT this year. So it was established in 1963. So hopefully, best of luck to you. Best of luck to you to go into IIFT, and hopefully you celebrate 50 years and you invite me. I will come there and we will drink and enjoy. Yes. Yes, we will drink everything. We will drink water, we will drink juices, and we will mix the juices with other types of juices. Of course, jokes apart, all of you invite, of course, we have seen the sessions, 3 sessions for IIFT, and yes, I invite you to send the feedback also. Do send the feedback also so that we can improve it further. And I hope most of you must have given the correct answer. I say above 40 is good. Above 40 is a very good attempt. If you, yes, and yes, of course, this will be uploaded tomorrow. And yes, for doubts, we are of course there. We are still there for doubts. So just do not worry. Yes, a lot of yes. Yes, some of the questions people are asking, and I of course invite all of you to send the feedback also. It will be very important to get your feedback, and we hope to improve it very soon further. And to just also try to change some of the lines about how to improve further. Yes, fine. So, okay, now the time for some questions. So, best of luck for the IIFT exam. I hope you will clear it. You will give it very good time. And yes, the doubts. Now the time for the doubts. For any GK query, contact Rajat at rajat.sen@careerlauncher.com, and certainly see you soon. For the snap sessions and the RAT sessions, of course, there are many sessions being right now planned for you in the future. Of course, so bye-bye to all of you. No, of course, not bye-bye to all of you. We will, of course, discuss some of the questions that have been left, some of the doubts. And okay, at last, do send the feedback too. We will try to improve further. Now, question number 18. Yes, first question number 18. So, we need to go to question number 18. Yes, how many nominated members are there in Parliament? 2 in Lok Sabha and 12 in Rajya Sabha. The correct answer is A. The correct answer is A. Yes. So, 2 in Lok Sabha, 12 in Rajya Sabha, 2 from Anglo-Indian Society and 12 in Rajya Sabha from Arts and Literature. It is nominated by President. Yes, question number 24. Question number 24. Silver iodide for cloud seeding, sodium nitrite for preserving, sodium bicarbonate for baking, and sodium carbonate for washing soda. Very common. Yes, Deepak Arya, reserve and broad money. Let these questions get up and we'll talk about reserve and broad money, of course. I can see your question, but let these small questions be cleared out first. Question number 23, which of the following is the first permanent research station established in South Polar region by India? The answer is Dakshin Gangotri. Correct answer is Dakshin Gangotri. Second one was Maitri. Question number 21. Which of the following days is celebrated as the World Consumer Rights Day? The correct answer is March 15. Correct answer is March 15. Yes, question number 30. Question number 30. In the following state in chronological order in which they were created or granted full status: Andhra Pradesh, then Haryana, then Sikkim, then Jharkhand. Lok Sabha Speaker presides over both the houses. What is prime meridian? Prime meridian is the 0 degree longitude. 0 degree longitude which passes through Greenwich near London is called prime meridian. Yes, Snigdh Shwetank, just wait for a second. We'll move on to 46, 47, 47. So, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 32 by Divakar Tiwari. Yes. Pritzker Prize to Architecture, Abel Prize to Mathematics, Raymond Magsaysay to Public Service, and Ovid Prize to Literature. Yes. Then question number 46, 47, 48. I hope it has been asked many a time. So 46. Consider the following statements regarding State Bank of India. The first option was wrong. It's correct. IIFT Bank of India. Gitanjali 29th has already been taken. Please be attentive. State Bank of India. First was Bank of India, and then second option is certainly correct. Shwetank, we move on to question number 47. 47. Match the following car manufacturers and the country of headquarters. Yes, you can link it. Mitsubishi is to Japan, Skoda is to Czech Republic, Jaguar is to UK, and Hyundai is to South Korea. The correct answer is option C. The correct answer is option C. Question number 48 for Shwetank. Yes, again. 46, 47, 48. Consider the following statement. Minister of Finance represents India at the Board of Governors in IMF. Both the options are correct. Yes. Sagar, Pacific Ocean का ये था कि international date line which is 180 degree exactly opposite to prime meridian crosses equator. खुद ही सोचो, अर्थ को हाथ में लो और आधा में डिवाइड करो. From England and back. तो आधे में डिवाइड करोगे तो दो लाइन बनेगी ना, एक आगे की तरफ एक पीछे की तरफ. And see where it crosses the equator. At the front portion which is 0 degree it crosses in Atlantic Ocean, and at the back in the Pacific Ocean. Yes, Divakar Tiwari. It was Ye Shivan. The girl's name was Ye Shivan. I will write it for you. Ye Shivan. She was from China. I wrote the wrong spelling. Okay, my S is not working there. Yes? No, it's working. Ye Shivan. The name is Ye Shivan. Yes, he's a 16-year sensation. And yes, Snigdha 47. Just take 10 seconds and just take it down. We move on to question number 61. It has been asked by Srajan Pandey. Yes. Yeah, tick 1, tick 2, tick 3, jaldi. Number of medals by Phelps. अभी भी ये जानने की कोशिश 8, 6, 20 मेडल हो चुके उसके. कितने हो गए? Yes. Question number on total of 22 medals for him. 18 gold and 4 bronze. Yes, Srajan, take question number 61. Yes, the correct answer is double click. Yeah, Khurja is near Delhi. It's near Delhi. It's near Noida. Khurja is near Noida. It's on the way from Delhi to Aligarh. You can find it near Ghaziabad or Noida. Yes, any other question for anyone? $62. Yes, Srikanth. Which of the following product is not endorsed by Shah Rukh Khan? It's Philips. Philips is not endorsed by Shah Rukh Khan right now. Oh, Kartikeya, that's a very big job. 1 to 10, all of together. But yes, there are no other requests, so of course I can entertain. Yes, okay. So, match the following. Yes, I will take the right answers for you. The correct answer was option C for this. In the closed economy, the decisions are taken. It's a centralized economy, and they just don't have trade with the foreign world. Rather, trade आजकल के ज़माने में closed economy, not exactly zero trade, but very minimal trade with the foreign world. Question number 2. Mini Ratna, of course, not all, but क्या कहते हैं, you can take for Mini Ratna, you can just have a read, you can read through Mini Ratna and you can see which companies you know actually. So at least you can know that these are in Mini Ratna category 1 or category 2. So all of them it's very difficult to remember. So what you can do is some 5 10 common, like IIFT is very much these days common, so such companies can learn. तो ये क्लियर हो जाएगा कि मिनी रत्ना 1 में या मिनी रत्ना 2 में. Of course you cannot learn all of them. There are many. I think there are around 168 companies. Yes. Question number 3. Yes. Question number 3. Okay, sorry, I just lost yes. Yes, DRDO comes under any, no, DRDO doesn't come, it's a research organization, it doesn't produce profits for this. It's for research purposes. And then question number 4 for you, question number 4. Constituent Assembly of India was constituted under which of the following acts? It was under Cabinet Mission Plan. सूर्य प्रकाश पांडे 63 to 68, it is a very long, बहुत सारे हो जाएंगे यार फिर. Important dates to learn, पहले अपनी birth rate याद कर लो. No, of course, important dates, there are not, of course, yeah, very, very good, congratulations for your birthday. No, so my point is, important dates, generally they don't ask these days. Maybe some very important something has happened, so in the end, just do not try, when you will try to learn number of dates, there are actually a number of dates. It will be very difficult to by heart all of those. So it will be more of a wastage of time and very less of the time will be there in the paper actually. Okay. Correct answer for this is part 4A. Part 4A. And part 1 is about the boundary lines. Yes, part 1 is about the boundary. That is Union of India. Union of India. Yes, Deep, welcome back. Reserve and broad money. When it comes to broad money, first let me read the definition for you. It refers actually to the, whatever money is there in the market. Actually, if you want the whole point, what we can do is, the broad money is the overall money in the market, total available in the market, and reserve money is just a part of it. When we represent this by M0, M1, M2, M3, M4. So, M0, what that includes is most of the liquid instruments. Liquid instrument is the narrowest of the definition. It is narrowest like anything which can be liquidated instantly. M3 includes liquid instruments and some of the less liquid like post office deposits. So most post office deposits are included with it. So in all, and then broad money overall together, it includes all of this money, M0, M1 and M3 together. What Deepatharya, you can then mail me further and I will just send you back the whole of the link and we can talk on it further on the line. Because it's actually more of a concept. Percentage of manufacturing, 28%. 28% manufacturing contributes to the economy. And well, just, we cannot classify the terms. So, overall. So, okay, fine. I hope most of your queries have been answered. It's already 10:51. और यहाँ ठंड बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई है, समझो मेरी हालत भी हाथ बाहर निकाले अजीब सा हो गया है. So well, most, for any one of you, just mail me across. हम लोग, of course, your mails will be answered as soon as possible. And thank you very much for the session. Thank you very much for attending. Okay, bye bye. Shabba khair. Shubh Ratri. Yes, Arpit, are you there, Arpit? Arpit, are you there? आपसे जिगरा मुझे लगता है